Wing Creep here with one of the new co-owners and CEO of Wingnutz. Chris, thanks for joining me here.
Hey, thanks for coming in, man. Really appreciate you guys coming in, and excited to try a bunch of wings here again with you guys.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. So we're going to get the answers for the Wingnutz lovers and even the haters out there. So let's creep into it. We got several questions here. When and where was your first time experiencing Wingnutz wings, and what did you love about them?
A lot of people, just like them, first time was in the Knights of Columbus. I'm an OG. I used to go there since like 2017, and a friend of mine knew them well, and I knew him through work, and he said, you got to go to Wingnutz. They have the best wings. And I go, I grew up in Buffalo. I've been to every place. Like, I've never heard of this Wingnutz place. And I went, and when they brought the wings out, I finished the meal with him, and I go, I think I had the best meal of my life. Like, these wings are amazing. And like, from there, I just kept telling everybody, and everybody I knew, Super Bowls, parties, we'd always order the wings from them.
So I've seen both Ed and Alicia around, the original owners. They were at Knights of Columbus. I remember pre-ordering through Facebook Messenger, signing their guest books too. Yeah. What role do they play now?
Yeah, so they're more of our brand ambassadors. They're very heavily involved in our expansion. Want to continue to work with them. They're great people. And really what we took is they had a great product. They had the location in the Knights of Columbus, and we had the financial resources to expand. As you can see here, we can see 330 people in this location. So it definitely scaled it up. We're going to the Bronx for our first ghost kitchen location either October or November, which we're really excited about. So that'll be more of a ghost kitchen model. That'll be takeout and delivery, but a good expansion, something we're really looking to hit all the boroughs out there. So they still play a very key role in everything we do, but they don't have to have the manual labor. They're not waking up at 6 a.m., the prep work, making the sauces, all of that. Right. They're more handling like our expansion and working with us as we, our ultimate goal is all up and down the East Coast. We want 50 in 5 years, but we love global expansion. We have people that come from Australia, come from all over the world that are just Wingnutz fanatics.
The cost of the wings is something I never talk about, I never review, although I show the menu and the prices on the video reviews I do. Sure. So I hate to ask this, but the viewers, they want to know, even my wing bro behind me, if he got a camera, wants to know, why do you think your wings deserve the price tag they are at now?
Absolutely. I think it really comes down to, and this is the analogy I always give, do you want to eat chuck or do you want to eat filet? We feel like we really have a premium product, and it's a different type of wing, right? We're not trying to compete with other people. We feel like we're honestly just at a different level. And we'll talk about later, we have a really unique coating, all homemade sauces. We have really excellent chefs from JT's, Oliver's. Our loyalists and people that try them, they're definitely a little bit more expensive. I think when you're talking 10 and 20 wings, we're very competitive with everybody else. But as you scale up, end of the day, we're comfortable where our pricing's at. We feel for 10 and 20, we're very competitive with everybody. So, and we always encourage people. Wednesdays, we do $1 wing. You can get up to 10. So it's something where if you want to try them, you want a little bit of a bargain. We also have a text club as well. We do email marketing. So there's a lot of things you can do to get discounts and come in to at least try the wings. But yeah, those definitely things we take advantage of for our customers.
These wings are definitely worth the $2 price tag that we're talking about. And this is almost like Willy Wonka of wings too. You can't tell us everything that we're talking about.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a great product, and we really stand behind it. We're very consistent with the quality.
You won't get wings anywhere like this. I know people are used to the standard Anchor Bar pizza, weird looking wing, just regular Frank's hot sauce. This is above and beyond that product for sure. So Buffalo's also big in the pizza market, and people get really thrown off with a sweet sauce, even though it's not advertised as a sweet sauce. And people get picky when they eat breaded wings, even though it might not be breaded wings. So tell me about the differences of the wings on the menu that expanded from the original Wingnutz signature styles. Right. Are they even breaded?
Right. So just to kind of address the pizza thing first. So my partner, AJ Giordano, has been an executive chef for 25 years, right? I can't take credit for any of the wings, any of the food coming out of the kitchen. That's really not my, role in the company. But, I've given some small things like the wing flight and suggestions like that have played out. But with our pizza, we have a sweet sauce. It's excellent. We've worked actually with Jay Artisan. He works over at Gordon's, right? So when he ended up selling his place, he went to Florida for a couple of years, then he came back. We worked with him. So we've really worked on perfecting our dough. And again, like we talked about, the traditional and the sweet sauce, it gives people a good variety of what they actually want when they're coming in and, getting our pizza. Regarding our wings, they are not breaded. We have a unique coating. And with the unique coating, what it allows is we have a unique coating through our vendors, we get jumbo wings, right? I mean, anybody can get them. It's really about just like finding a price point that works for the restaurant. But with the unique coating, it allows them to be extra crispy, extra crunchy. The sauce stays on them longer, and you know that's really what really helps our wings separating ourselves from other people.
Like we were talking about this a little before. The original owners, the vendors of the wings, they said they were from Gordon's. Where do you get your deliveries now from? And is it daily?
Yeah, so we get deliveries every single week. I mean, there's tons of different food suppliers in Buffalo. There's Palmer, there's U.S. Foods, there's Cisco, there's Gordon's, right. You know what I mean? So on a week in and week out basis, like any restaurant owner that you could talk to, you're shopping the price. You're seeing who can get a certain type of wing at a certain type of price. We're never going to sacrifice or bastardize our product to get frozen wings at a better price and buy them in bulk. I mean, every single week we're going through about 8,000 pounds of wings, which is about 170 cases, and that's in just this location alone. So on a week in and week out basis, we're using a lot of different food suppliers, and like, you know, if you run out of wings, which never happens to us, but like there's times for events, we even go to Restaurant Depot, you know what I mean? So it really comes down to pricing and then the quality of wings that we can actually get from them.
So I've seen wooden cutting boards being used as serving plates for wings. I've never seen that elsewhere. So tell me more about the wooden cutting board. The presentation is one of my scoring criteria. And why did you guys choose to use wooden cutting boards for the wings?
Yeah, so that was actually an idea I have. I'm part of a networking group on Tuesdays for business professionals for another business that I own. And we would always do events, and you know, my partner who's a chef, like, you want to make things simple in the kitchen, right? And I'm always wanting to like put little tweaks and like, oh, we should try this and try that. And he goes, you know, you just got to stick to what like we're good at, right? And like, but like there are like things that have stuck, and like the wing flight, like I talked about earlier, that's something that's stuck. It's like, I told him, I was like, somebody wants to go to the restaurant and they want to try every flavor, right? And not only can they try all 12 of our flavors, but as we're going to eat here shortly, the salt and vinegar, that's our bi-weekly wing of the week. So it really allows people just different things where like you come in, you're like, I want to eat every flavor. This is it, you know? And like nobody else is doing it. And like it's not easy for the cooks, you know what I mean? Like they're back their sauce and they got to do one of each, but like it's just something that we do, and you know, they're used to it. The wooden boards, we were going to get some custom ones made. They're just really expensive. We might do something like that in the future. But as of right now, just something to fit all of the wings in a line, and then we do them, you know, coordinated how they are: mild, medium, hot, okay. And then the specialty flavors. So
the last question, a big question: have you kept the original sauces and recipes from what was used at the birthplace of Wingnutz at Knights of Columbus?
Yes, I mean,
yes. You hear it? You know, yes, I mean? He says yes.
Everything yes. is exactly the same. The Wingnut Mild is now called the Wingnut Signature.
Right. Just pretty much the naming of the right. menu is a change.
The reason we changed the name of the mild and the medium and hot is because a lot of people would get the Wingnut's medium, which is an excellent flavor, but it's much hotter than your normal medium. And if you go to most restaurants that are chicken wing places, you're going to usually order the medium, and like a lot of like younger kids would eat them, and like they're too hot. They were just too hot for them. So that's why we kind of rebranded it, where the Wingnut Signature, like that is by far the most popular sauce. Sell 4 to 5 to 1 of that over everything else. But the Wingnut Medium is now Alicia's Sweet Heat, and the Wingnut's Hot is the Ed Sizzlin' Hot, in homage to Ed and Alicia. And then Buffalo Medium, Buffalo Mild, Buffalo Hot, all are the same. The honey garlic is also the same, but we've added a few more. We've added the lemon pepper, the honey sriracha barbecue, the garlic parm. So like we've added a couple of things, and then as we'll try today, it's not on the menu, but it's our suicide. It's something where people who love hot wings, like it's very hot. It's very hot. I'm gonna eat one with you. I have.
We'll get that on camera.
I got a slow pitch softball championship later, so I might be regretting that later. But I'm definitely going to be getting. I do like really hot stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of Tabasco on most foods I eat, but yep, that's all of the flavors are exactly the same. We really took what they did and we scaled it, and we're never going to outgrow that and cut corners to be able to save on costs. And that's what you see. Like, you're not going to come here and see 50-cent wings. We're not going to do it. We do the $1 wings on Wednesdays, but we're never going to do that because we need to price it appropriately to be profitable, but also to deliver the exact product that the customer wants. If we're going to be size, sauciness, crunch, we have to live up to the motto.
Exactly. Preach. I agree.
If you guys want celery and carrots, you're going to have to go to a salad bar because we don't do that here.
There's no celery and carrots in any of this. But you guys do have celery
chicken wings and blue cheese, and that's it.
Exactly. And why? Because the cost, you can throw them out?
We throw them out at the end of the day. 80% go in the trash.
There you hear it.
So you can thank all your fellow meat eaters for it.
Just remember, when you guys were wondering why there aren't carrots and celery, most of it gets thrown out, and you're probably not taking that home with you.
That's right. Carrots and celery in the trash.
And go to a salad bar.
Go to the salad bar.
We just ate the suicide wings. This is almost like a Hot Ones version of Wing Creep's interview. So a couple other questions here. That transition ownership, how did it happen between Ed and Alicia to you and AJ?
Yeah, so I mean, like I talked about, I've been OG Knights guy since like back in the day, like 2017. Always ordering. They had the big blow up with Barstool and everything exploded, and the great marketing and everything that went on with that. And I was just placing an order through Facebook Messenger, just like everybody. This was March of 2020. Me and my partner Andrew Giordano, AJ, that we just saw. We already owned Munch Buffalo. We had 2 locations. Went to place an order. They said that Ed was in poor health. They weren't sure if they're going to reopen. And first I was concerned. I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe this is happening. And I told them, like, look, we have cooks. Like, we already own 2 locations. We'd love to work out a deal with you and see if we can, make something happen. We want to help your brand and help it grow. And so we sat down with them. We talked through everything. They saw our cooks, and, like, they were just so excited. They're like, we don't have to cook anymore. We don't have to make all the sauces. We can be still very involved, but not have to do a lot of, like, the grunt work and, like, the stuff on the back end. So when we partnered with them, we opened both our Munch Buffalo. We turned both of them into Wingnutz. I have since not renewed leases at both locations. Good relationship with them. Just decided we wanted to focus on more doing our own thing. So that's when we came into this location, and we've been open here since December.
You're talking about the transition from Froth Brewery.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, because we had Froth Brewing, and then we also had the one on the Boulevard.
Location,
yep.
Yeah.
So
the other question we were talking about while we're eating these suicide wings is the perfect wing. We were talking about what percentage of the wings goes in the fryer, what percentage of the wings go out. We were a little talking about that.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, what we do is, we sort our wings. We sort them, and we make sure that if you're getting a wing, you're getting a jumbo size sauciness crunch, like our Wingnut motto wing. And then with the other 20%, we do Wingnut logs. We rip the meat off and cook it. We do chicken wing soup, chicken wing pizza. So, like, it really allows, like, when you're getting the wing, you're not going to, like, if you're paying, a premium price, you want a premium product. Like, you're not going to get broken bone wings. You're not going to get something small. Like, honestly, like, when people are eating our wings, it's shocking if somebody can eat 10, really. Like if you eat 10, like, you're pretty hungry.
Especially if 10 of these suicide wings.
Oh, I wouldn't be
one of these wings.
I would say the average customer probably eats 5 to 7. That's probably the average amount of wings that they're going to eat. Sometimes less, truthfully, because you get a variety of other things with the app.
We ordered 50 wings between the 3 of us. So let's see if we can get through.
Right?